sometimes notice that some shots just pull you in when watching a movie? Your eyes find themselves following a natural path, leading you exactly where the filmmakers want you to look. This is not just random, it is the power of leading lines. Leading lines are one of the most effective tools in cinematography, used to guide attention, create depth, and enhance storytelling. In simple terms, leading lines are visual elements like roads, hallways, or even shadows that naturally directs the viewer's eyes towards a focal point in the frame. They help structure a shot and make compositions more visually engaging. Instead of letting the audience's eyes wander, leading lines create a clear sense of focus. Whether it is a character, an object, or even a concept, these lines solely tells us what's important in the shot. In Inception, the spinning hallway scene uses strong linear perspective to center the action. The corridor's rigid lines keep our focus on the fight, even as gravity shifts unpredictably. Leading lines don't just guide our eyes, they also add depth to a shot. By directing lines toward a vanishing point, cinematographers create a sense of scale, making environments feel larger and more immersive. In Blade Runner, the barren landscapes feels vast and isolating thanks to the receding power lines. They don't just lead our eyes, they reinforces the film's themes of solitude and searching. In The Revenant, nature itself forms leading lines, rivers, fallen trees, and snowy paths, drawing us deeper into the landscape. This enhances the film's realism, making the wilderness feel both endless and inescapable. Beyond composition, leading lines also shape how we feel. Different types of lines create different emotions. Horizontal lines create a sense of calm and stability. Vertical lines feel strong and rigid. And diagonal lines add movement and tension. In Psycho, the shot of Detective Arbogast climbing the stairs is framed with steep, converging lines. They build suspense by making a space feel closed in, forcing our attention upward right before the shocking attack. Leading lines do more than structure a frame. They can also serve as visual metaphors. They reinforce characters' journeys, emotion, and themes in subtle yet powerful ways. In The Godfather, Michael Corleone's story is reflected in the way leading lines frame him. Early on, his composition feels open and natural, but as he becomes more entangled in the mafia, the lines around him tighten, visually trapping him in his inevitable fate. In Children of Men, a long take sequence follows Theo as he moves through a battlefield. The rubble, walls, and crowds create strong directional lines that draw our eyes towards his goal, a newborn baby. Symbolizing hope amidst destruction, these lines don't just lead our gaze, they reinforce the film's deeper meaning. Sometimes the most powerful compositions are the ones that lack clear leading lines. When a frame lacks direction, it can feel unsettling, disorienting, or chaotic, an intentional choice for certain films. For example, in Eraserhead, David Lynch creates an uncomfortable, dreamlike world by avoiding clear leading lines. Without a structured frame to guide our eyes, we feel lost, just like the protagonist. In The Lighthouse, Robert Eggers traps his characters in tight, cluttered compositions where leading lines are either absent or conflicting. This lack of clear direction adds to the film's claustrophobic and chaotic energy. Leading lines are one of the most powerful tools in cinematography. They don't just make shots look beautiful, they shape how we experience a film. Whether it's the carefully composed frame of Inception, the tension-building trenches of 1917, or the symbolic storytelling of The Godfather, leading lines help turn a simple shot into something unforgettable.